Lyrica, you can hear me?
Yes, I can. What's poppin'?
Not much. Welcome to the show. WSU Radio, Mad Max Radio, St. John's University. Lyrica Anderson's in the building here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Congratulations on the new album, Bad Hair Day.
Thank you. I know I got my Bad Hair Day merch on today, my little sweatshirt or whatever.
hmm Where can people get that merch?
The link is in my bio on Instagram. So at Lyrica Anderson, you can go on there and get cropped sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, active full mask, the whole nine.
How long did it take you to work on this album?
A little over a year. Yeah, I started last year, close to around this time. Maybe just about a year.
hmm You
Yeah.
put a lot of time into this. I know nowadays music is made so fast compared to when it used to be.
Yeah, it's so different. Yeah, I know. Just going really hard, and I started in Atlanta, and then I came to LA, and I recorded some more, and then yeah, we decided to release it towards. If it was up to me, I was gonna wait till the end of the year, beginning of next, because of this whole pandemic thing,
Yeah.
and not being able to do shows and stuff. But my team wanted to release it now, so it's all good.
Yeah. How are you and your family doing during this whole time with the pandemic?
We're good. We're just laying low. My mom, I have her here. I told her to stay with me at quarantine so she can it's just easier because everyone kind of can help everyone out. Like, oh, today I'm going to go to the store, or I'm going to do this, or today I got Ocean, or yeah, and a lot of different things. But I did lose my grandfather to COVID.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah, no, thank you. So it's just making me super like, it's hard because like you said, I have Bad Hair Day out, so I have to promote and have a project out, but it's like, ooh, like you be like wanting to do so much. Like I just had to do a little performance thing at my house for like some people do like living room session content or whatever. And I make the video people wear 2 masks. They're probably over me.
Now, what are you doing as far as visuals go? Are you making them at your house because you really can't go to studios? Or are they letting you into certain studios just socially distanced?
Certain places I can go into, and we're just social distancing. So I have been shooting videos. Yeah, I've been still shooting a lot of videos. Just some I shot like before quarantine, and then I just shot one in Atlanta, but I still kind of social distance as much as I could. Yeah, I just try to social distance at the video shoot, like let the people wear masks, like the directors and stuff. And then like if there's people in there, I just try not to get too close. Or if they start talking, like if we have to stand next to each other, if they start talking, I'll be like, put your mask on.
Yeah.
But it's still, taking a chance. Yeah, it's still like risky, but hey, I don't know.
What's your favorite off of the album? What's your favorite song?
Act a Fool. Marriott, Notice Me, Girls Have Fun, Brain, the whole album.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite's Girls Have Fun. I like that one.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that's your favorite because that's the next visual.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When can we expect that?
I can't tell you yet. Figuring that all out. Yeah.
The video's finished and everything.
Yeah, I did finish the video. I shot it in Atlanta. I'm actually really excited about that one.
And for Bad Hair Day, who designed the cover?
Me. That was my idea. I hired this photographer to come to my place, and I just like thought it would be dope to really tell the story of like what has been going on and what the album is about. And then I told him to just blur A1 out because of all the drama and stuff we've been through. And then my son, it was just kind of organic though. I was like, come here, Ocean, sit right here. And it just came out super dope.
Everyone knows that you're a songwriter, of course. So what's it like being a songwriter in this day and age? As I mentioned before, music has to be written so quickly and made so quick in this day and age.
It's just different. I mean, I spent a lot of time on my project because it's my story. But when you're writing for someone else, you're trying to write their story. So it just depends on the artist and stuff.
Now, when you're trying to write someone else's story, do you have to it's important to get to know that person. Is that right? Before you really send that track out and make sure that it's finalized.
Yeah, it's good. It's important to get to know them if that's what they want to like talk about, like their business. Some people just like, oh, give me a hit record or just write me an up tempo or, so it kind of depends.
What were some of the most records that you faced the most pressure writing? Because you've written for a lot of great artists in the industry, Chris Brown, Demi Lovato, and you also wrote songs for Disney movies, which is just insane.
Thank you. What was the most challenging?
Yeah.
I don't know which were most challenging. Just more so, I guess they're all challenging because it's like you just never know if the person, if you just submit it, if they're gonna love it, or if you get in with them. It's like that's a little easier if you get in with them because then they tell you what they want. Like I want to talk about this, or I want to upset. I just, so it just depends on the artist and what they're going through.
What was it like writing for Chris Brown, as he's considered the R&B god right now?
Yeah, it's amazing. I like working with Chris Brown, like being in the studio, working with him. Super dope. I love that. Mm-hmm. He's definitely a superstar. Yeah. And he's inspiring.
Mm-hmm. How does he inspire you?
He inspires me because he just goes really hard with his craft, and he's so talented. Funny thing is, this is during COVID. This is the hardest I've probably worked in a while, besides shows and interviews. Like in person, I would be working 3 times as harder because I'd be doing shows and in person. Thank you, baby. In person interviews and stuff. And I'm a mom, so my son's like running around. And what else? Just, yeah, he's just amazing. I love working with him, to answer your question.
Who are the producers that you worked with on Bad Hair Day?
I worked with Ayo and Keys, did Act a Fool, which they also did WAP for Cardi B, which is my single. Mellow Beats and a producer named Yaya did Marriott. Just to name a few, a producer named Tyreek, who's produced for some of everyone. Yeah, just to name a few that I could think off the top of my head. A producer named Ness, who's done a lot of stuff too. A lot of cool people.
Production on this was very good. And the whole point of R&B is you're supposed to feel it. A lot of times today, I feel as though I don't feel the R&B. When I listen back to the 90s, I'm a big 90s R&B fan. You could feel those records.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel as though that you were able to do that on the new album, Bad Hair Day.
Well, my mom used to play all the R&B in the 90s all the time. And my mother has worked with, the likings of Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, Luther Vandross, U2, Tears for Fears, Tina Turner, did I say her already? Shaka Khan, just Stevie Wonder. I mean, just everybody. So, and she taught me how to write music and write songs. So she'd be like, this is the first verse, this is the second verse. And she comes obviously from R&B, and she's really soulful, way more soulful than me. So it's just all in my blood, natural to like do that real feel good R&B. And then I had a lot that I wanted to talk about and that I've been through. So naturally, it's just this particular album was like super from the heart because it's my heartfelt story. Mm-hmm.
2 questions regarding your mother and you as an artist. What does your mother love about this new album, and what has she said that you do better than her as a singer?
Mom, I should let you come on here and answer that.
He can't see me?
Yeah, they can see you.
Oh, child, he can't see me.
You hear my son?
Yeah.
It says we're live on YouTube. We're live right now?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I love everything about this album. I'm her biggest cheerleader. So it's listening to these songs back to back to back. It shows me that she's really tapped in and she understands. I always tell her, if you come from the heart, you reach the heart. And I can see that that's what she's done, doing this project.
Yeah.
She was in her feelings, and that's why you can feel it and I can feel it.
Definitely in my feelings.
Yes.
Oh, plot twist. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that that's
nice
one of my
to
favorites.
Meet you.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
I think you want to know what your favorite was.
Oh, my favorite? Good grief. Right now, what's the one I'm singing in the car?
Oh, Notice Me.
Notice Me.
Notice Me. That's all girls really want. I mean, we're simple. We don't want a lot. We just want our man to really just love on us, be there for us, be attentive, be in the moment. So yeah, that's one of my favorites, but I love them. I really love that album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely brings the realness back in the R&B as we need it right now.
Oh my gosh.
What's your son's name?
His name is Ocean.
Welcome, Ocean. Welcome to the show, WSG Radio. He's been on interviews before, right?
No, he never does that. His hair is crazy right now. He's a mess because he's running around the house putting peanut butter on his nose. But his name is Ocean. Okay, Ocean, go banana. But
He's been on interviews before?
He doesn't usually jump on like that. He wanted to sit on my lap. So I'm like, all right.
So talking about the Disney thing before, how did you originally land that deal with Disney?
My attorney at the time had got me the deal with Disney, Walt Disney Music Publishing. So they have a publishing company, which I didn't even know at the time they had a publishing company too. But they have a publishing company and they were looking for girl writers. And so he's like, oh, I have this girl writer. She's really amazing. My manager at the time too. And so he took me in to meet one of the publishers over there. And they were like, yo, we love her. I had a catalog already because I was just writing and stacking and writing and stacking my songs and writing and stacking my songs. So yeah. The
Princess and the Frog.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was after I placed with them. After I signed to them as a writer, then the cool thing with that is they would pick you, thank you, and be like, hey, we need a song for Princess and the Frog, or we need this, and that, and then I wrote it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what happened with Princess and the Frog.
There you have it. How do you feel about female singers in R&B today? You feel as though they're the forefront in R&B? Could you look at back in the 90s, the females outnumber the males. So do you feel as though that they're the forefront of R&B, especially today?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of equal. There's not a lot of each one. I don't feel like a lot, but there's a lot of rappers and a lot of hip hop. But I feel like as far as R&B, I mean, I don't know if Drake is considered R&B necessarily. He's more rap, but he does R&B. But then we have like it just depends what generation. Like of our generation, we have obviously Chris Brown, Jacquees. I can't even think, like I said, of a lot of guys. Trey Songz, then for the girls, there's like Janae, Aiko, her, me.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like a lot, but I feel like it's amazing that so many girls are into it now more so, because I remember when they used to be like, oh, R&B is dead, it's over, and now it's like that's the thing again. So
yeah. How come there isn't such a big debate on queen of R&B? You always hear king of R&B thrown around. How come you don't think we hear queen of R&B?
I think girls are uncomfortable to say that, especially since Beyonce's like the queen.
Oh yeah.
That's like what everyone says. So I feel like people are like, I don't even want to step on that thing. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing. But it is true. Like you just let the fans decide who they want to say is what. I mean, men can do that. I feel like that's like a cocky guy thing. Like guys be like, I'm the king. Da-da. Whoa, the king. Da da da. But girls can't really, I don't know, do the same thing guys can do.
When will R&B be the number one genre?
What'd you say?
In your opinion, when will R&B be the number one genre?
I feel like it's time now, more than ever. Definitely.
What do you think that R&B singers do today better than the 90s and the past generations?
Better than? I don't know about better than, because 90s is some of the best R&B music of life, and that's what I grew up on, and my mom would listen to, like I said. But it's some great R&B singers and R&B music right now. But I feel like one thing I like about R&B is it's timeless. It could be an old R&B song, and I still love it today. And it can be a new R&B song that I love. It's like R&B is just bomb, no matter when it came out.
I think it's better than hip hop right now.
I love it. I mean, like I said, my mom's an R&B singer, so I just grew up. Yeah, and she has an album. Hey, Ocean. She has an album out right now called Ready. If you go to her page, Lyrica Garrett, that she just put out. Since we're talking about R&B, that's that real R&B.
And she worked with Tina Turner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
Now, what was it like meeting Tina Turner? Because I know you've obviously met her. What was it like meeting her?
I didn't get to meet her.
Really?
I guess she said I did, but I was too young to remember.
Oh
my God. I would totally be fanned out if that happened right now. Mommy might have to take him in another room. Yeah, I would be totally excited.
Who's someone that you want to write for in the game that you haven't wrote for yet?
That I want to work with or write for.
Right, either or.
Work with right now. I like to work with Chris Brown again. Hopefully that happens soon. I definitely want to work with Drake. I think he's dope. I like Doja Cat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I would love to work with her. And I'm getting him. He just hit his lip right on that. Yeah, but just to name a few.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely would love to see you work with a lot of other artists such as Drake. That would be huge for you.
Yeah, Drake is, I just like his style. I like that he raps and then he sings. And I feel like he reminds me of me in the sense of like, when he talks about stuff, he gets to that heart of things. Like, you'd be like, ooh, like he makes you feel like he knows what you're feeling, like he's dealing with it too. So.
What's your favorite Drake album?
All of them. I mean, Thank Me Later. I don't even know. Like, it's just like so many songs that Drake. I feel like Drake also releases a lot of music. He almost makes you like, before you can finish loving the next song, here comes another one. So you're like constantly, and I think that's also what probably keeps him really hot, because it's easy to be like, all right, I gave him some music, I'm good now. But it's like, it doesn't stop. And he doesn't stop until something catches and the next thing catches and the next thing catches. So that's inspiring. That's probably why he's somebody I definitely want to work with.
Have you ever thought of recreating or flipping a throwback R&B song at all?
Yeah, definitely. I love Aaliyah. So I've thought of that with Aaliyah and definitely, yeah. 702.
Okay, yeah. Who would you? What song of Aaliyah's would you flip?
Man, so many. It's one I really want to flip, which is It's Friday and I'm ready to sing. That one, I want to flip that. I flipped.
Oh, back and forth.
Back and forth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've flipped some an Aaliyah record before. I think it's on King Me Too. Just little hints of stuff. And I flipped the 702 Get It Together record. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
What's the most difficult part about writing a song? Is it the hook or is it a verse? What's the most difficult part when writing a song?
I will say that's a trick question, because it's usually the hook. 90% is the hook is the tricky part, because that's the part you want people to remember. When I was writing my album Bad Hair Day, I stopped doing that. But naturally I caught catchy hooks, thank God, because that can be tough, because if you overthink it and you're like, this is the hook, so it needs to be super dope, it needs to be repetitive, okay, can't say this, I can't say that. But instead, like a song like Plot Twist, which is a fan favorite on the album, I wasn't like, oh, I gotta write a dope hook. I just wrote what I felt at that moment. Plot Twist, You Push Me in the Arms of Someone, and I named it what I say in the actual like pre-hook. But then in the hook, it's just like, is it too late? Just asking a question. But an A&R once told me that if you ask a question in a hook, it's usually a hit hook. So, but hooks are the hardest, because I've had people send me dope verses. Matter of fact, it happened with Disney, where I had a dope verse and they were like, we need a hook. And that's when I wrote the Miley Cyrus, I'm coming up with all my girls, yeah, whatever. And they had the verses and they were having trouble nailing the hook. So like, please, we're sending this to you, like the seventh person we've sent this to, because I was newly signed. And I was shocked when they called me and they're like, we chose your hook. I was like, oh my God, dope. So yeah.
Who's a 90s R&B artist that you would love to work with? Today you mentioned Drake and Doja Cat. Who's someone from the 90s? As you said, 90s is some of the greatest R&B we'll ever hear.
From back in the day that I would like to work with now, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might be like bad to say now, but I definitely would have loved to work with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
From the 90s, he's so bomb. I know he's going through personal things, but just if I had to strictly focus on a music level, who's somebody my mom would listen to? I would have loved to have collabed with Aaliyah, rest in peace. Now, that would have been dope.
Yep.
John B. etc. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a song with Tupac too.
Wow, oh my God, I would have loved to collab with Tupac.
Yeah.
But I can't think off the top of my head some of the 90s artists, but those are the few that I did think of.
What was it like being on Love and HipHop Hollywood?
It was crazy. It's great exposure as far as just like getting your face out there quickly, but also, you know, can like be not so good when you're trying to like stay positive in a positive place and you're showing up and you don't even have beef with the person and they're showing up pretending to have beef with you because they need an episode or 2 or 3 so they can get paid their money. And so they're picking a fake fight and they're arguing with you all season. You're defending yourself. You got to make sure you say the right thing on camera because now people are watching too much. The positive is like just being on TV, being in people's spaces, constantly reminding them which you can take that focus somewhere else, which is what I finally have done, which is my music. But yeah, I'm just happy to be like away from that now.
Now that you've had experience with reality television, would you want to do movies?
Definitely. You're the second person to ask me that today. So I think it's like, it's manifesting, but that's my dream and desire is to do movies. I'm a whole actress out here, so definitely.
What kind of movies would you want to do?
Mystery, love movies, drama. Like, I wouldn't even mind doing like a hood role. I can do like anything all the way down to like tears. I mean, I do a lot of acting in my videos, so that's what let me know like I could do it.
Mm-hmm. Who are some of your favorite actresses of all time?
Everyone from, believe it or not, Jennifer Lopez is one of my favorite actresses. I think she's really amazing. Julia Roberts is one of my favorites. Who was her name that I saw at the airport and I totally freaked out? I'm drawing such a blank. I think it was Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts? Like, I had like a fan moment, like, oh my God. I know it was Julia Roberts because I've loved her so much. I'm pretty sure it was Julia Roberts. Yeah, it was actually. Mm-hmm. And Angela Bassett, Mel, I love Denzel Washington. Why am I drawing such a blank? Those are just to name a few. I love so many. I like Jennifer Aniston as an actress as well. Did I say Angela Bassett already?
Yeah, you said her. Yep.
I said Denzel. Yeah, just name a few.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the upcoming visuals that we can expect off of Bad Hair Day? I know you mentioned Girls Have Fun, but what other ones are you looking to shoot for?
I'm trying to decide which one to do next because I've already done Plot Twist, Marriott, Act a Fool, and now Girls Have Fun, so that's 4. I'm trying to decide what I want to be the next one.
Now that you have the album out, are you going back into songwriting for other artists because you want to let your own album sink for a while and get the airplay, then start working on the album after you start songwriting again for other artists?
Are these your questions or people asking these?
Oh, me. It's my questions.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I was just wondering because it's every live. I'm always going to be a songwriter, but my passion right now is really my stuff because sometimes you write some of your best, like I had an A&R tell me, you know what your problem is? You give away your best records to other people. And I'm like, damn. But I don't regret that because that was a part of my story. So yeah, I will continue to write for other people, but right now I'm super focused on myself.
Mm-hmm. And what's your number one accomplishment throughout your career?
Just stepping out of my comfort zone, writing an album about your whole business is definitely a vulnerable place to be, and that's what I did. Bad Hair Day is literally my version of a confessions album. Oh, I do love Usher. I can't believe I forgot to name him when I was naming the kings of R&B.
Yeah.
But yeah, like definitely, I feel like it's my version of the Confessions albums, which is one of my favorite R&B albums because I'm like telling a story from top to bottom, from Crashing Planes to Marriott to Act a Fool is like the opening chapters, and it's like true story. So that's great. Yeah.
Lyrica Anderson, I want to thank you for coming on my show here tonight. Is there anything else that you would like to let the audience know?
No, just get the album, Bad Hair Day, out right now. Support, tweet, share, and follow me on Instagram at Lyrica Anderson, as well as on all other platforms, social media platforms, and get the album on all music platforms.
And there you have it. Thanks again, Lyrica Anderson. Anytime. I'd love to have you back when you drop another project.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Take care. Stay safe.
You too.
Yeah.